Good day, everyone. Here's the news for today. Gambari doesn't have direct access to Buhari. Kperogi reveals the real chief of staff. The United States-based lecturer with sources inside the Aso-Rock villa, Professor Kperogi, has again come up with the claims of the ongoing in the Nigerian seats of power, particularly as it pertains to the recently appointed chief of staff to the president, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, who was described as an outsider on the inside. All news report that Farouk Kperogi made the latest revelation in an opinion article published in his Twitter website on Saturday. The Kwara State-born academic, who had alleged that Gambari's linguistic handicap in Hausa language would ensure he isn't sufficiently close to Buhari, has now claimed that the new chief of staff doesn't have direct access to his boss, but is only the public face of the office with some leg room to do the most obvious official requirements of his job. He explained that the evidence has emerged as his attention was drawn to the National Daily's exclusive report published this week, which detailed the behind-the-scenes maneuver that resulted in the firing of the managing director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria by the name of Usman Gul Mohammed. He pointed out that the telling paragraph in the story reads, "The special assistant to the president, Sabiu Yusuf, the same day wrote a letter reference press 651/CSO/3/750 addressed to the Chief of Staff Professor Gambari conveying Buhari's approval of the earlier memo." The professor then went on to post it, unlike Abba Kyari, who had a direct access to Buhari and whom Buhari said all ministers should meet if they wanted anything from him. Gambari has an intermediary between him and Buhari. It isn't just an intermediary. The intermediary is Buhari's blood relative. Kperogi then asserted that the real chief of staff to Buhari is Sabiu Tunde Yusuf, of course acting on Mama Dara's behalf, and referred to his November 23, 2019 column where he wrote the following about Sabiu Yusuf. Sabiu Tunde Yusuf is Buhari's private secretary. Don't be deceived by Tunde in his name. It is just a nickname, probably inspired by Tunde Idiangbo, Buhari's deputy when he was military dictator. Sabiu is the son of Mama Dara's full biological sister by the name of Hajia Halima, more popularly known as Hajia Mama in Daura, who died last year. As you should know by now, Mama Dara's sister is Buhari's niece, since their father, Dada Daura, is Buhari's much older half-brother. Sabiu, who is in his 30s, is one of the most powerful people in Nigeria today. He determines who sees and who doesn't see Buhari. Only Mama Dara and Abba Kyari can overrule him. For several accounts, he is now a multi-billionaire, although he had no formal work experience before Buhari became president. He used to sell phone recharge cards in Daura until 2015. Writing on how Yusuf was purportedly made the chief of staff by the owner of the regime, the columnist wrote, "What has happened after Abba Kyari's death is that Mama Dara, Buhari's emotional and intellectual prop, who actually owns this regime, has chosen to not share substantive power with any non-blood relative. He got burnt by Abba Kyari, whom he introduced to Buhari many years ago. He also didn't trust Baba Gana Kingibe, a member of the cabal, to succeed Abba Kyari because of Kingibe's well-earned notoriety for treasury. Issa Fontua, another member of the cabal, publicly said the office of the chief of staff to the president was beneath him. I doubt that Mama Dara would have supported Fontua's aspiration, even if he desired the position, because Fontua's linguistic and geocultural affinity with Buhari might cause him to get too close to Buhari as Abba Kyari was." Wow, that's the news for today. This is really revealing. What Kperogi is trying to say is that there's a barrier between President Muhammadu Buhari and the professor Gambari, in the sense that he doesn't understand Hausa language. There's a language barrier, so there's an intermediary between the president and GAMBARI, that the person that is serving as an intermediary, like the translator, is Tunde Yusuf. And he also made one revelation that this Tunde Yusuf is not a Sultana, he's actually Buhari's cousin. And what they did, they added Tunde in his name to make it sound as if he's a Sultana, but he's actually his cousin. We simply mean we are only being Nigeria is being governed or ruled by a family. That's what it means. For Tunde Yusuf, to be playing the role of chief of staff, because he's the one serving as an intermediary between the president and GAMBARI, because he doesn't understand Hausa, he can't speak the language, he doesn't understand the language, and a lot has been said. This is really revealing. We just hope that one day we won't wake up and they will tell us that Nigeria has been sold. This is really a revelation. Anyway, that's the news for today. Let me know what you guys think about this revelation. Thank you and God bless for listening. Follow us on our page, like and share. Thank you. Bye.